All right, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're going to dive straight into it here with Akane-Banashi Chapter 10. Chapter 10 Model. Story by Yuki Suonaga. Art by Takamasa Moe. Rakugo supervision by Keiki Hayashiya. With translation by Stephen Paul and lettering by Sneer Aaron. So we have pick up where we left off with Kyoji telling Akane to watch her senpai. As he goes, she definitively answers the question I posed to her. And he goes, I'll demonstrate the power of my seniority to you. So what will I show her with this performance? And you have, in the previous two-person performance, the green room was upstairs, so I didn't get to see him perform. He's like, he's already finished? It's like, this will be my first time actually watching Kyoji's Rakugo. And you see him taking a seat up on the stage going, my name is Kyoji Arakawa. It's like his posture is perfect. It's amazing how good posture alone makes such a strong impression. It's like my story today will feature some Edoko, those who were born and raised in Edo. There's a saying about the natives of Edo. No true Edoko saves his money. They had no fixation on getting rich. It's like, hold on to your money. Who does that? Whatever you make in a day, you spend before the sun goes down. A new breeze will blow in tomorrow. Things will always find a way of working out. And you see him kind of just taking his robe off. It's like, it's a rather naively optimistic way of looking at things, isn't it? But that's how it was. And you see him just kind of scrunching his side like, jeez, I just lightened up my wallet. And I just had to notice another wallet lying in the street. There's 3 whole Ryo inside. Jeff, this story is 3 men lose 1 Ryo. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I just thought of the title for this video. It's going to be so bad. Alright. God. I'm embarrassed for myself. You have Kintaro finds a wallet in the street. He tracks down the owner, Kichigoro, thanks to the official document and seal inside. But because true Edoko refused to hold any money overnight, neither of the 2 stubborn men, you have I don't want the money, you take it. I don't want it neither. He's like, well, agree to accept the 3 Ryo. He's like, so this is where old Kichi lives, huh? What's that I smell? Is he enjoying a drink with a side of salt-grilled sardines? And you see him just doing like a little eyeglass mimic. And she's like, every word, every gesture so perfectly executed. This is thorough, dedicated Rakugo. It's like, well, I don't think much of his style. And you have hey pal, if you're a real Edoko, you'd be eating something with a lot less flavor. You see the audience laughing out. And even Akane's like, I think I'm understanding him better now. He's not just some serious hardliner. Jeff, yeah, that's me, Kichigoro the carpenter. But why'd you have to bring back my wallet? It's like, listen, I was in a mood to lose my money. It's like, it's not mine anymore. Also, it's like, so what? It's yours, so take it. It's like, it's not mine anymore. Those coins ran away from home on their own, and I'll be damned if I let them cross the doorstep again. It's like, but your name is on the document inside of it. You see him just getting madder as the veins popping out. He's like, then you can have the whole wallet as thanks for delivering the document sealed back to me. Take it. He's like, huh? He's like, he's too serious to be taken seriously. It's like, you think I want this damn money? I didn't bring it back looking for a reward. And you have the back and forth in the Rakugo is funny enough as it is, but he looks and sounds so serious while performing it that it feels even funnier. You have a Kyoji as thinks back to Shiguma telling him, don't try to make people laugh. You know you're not clever enough to make them chuckle with witty repartee. Play it seriously. It's like, but master, if I'm only serious and nothing else, I won't get laughs. It's like, it's true. Being nothing but a stick in the mud is no fun. However, playing serious to the point of exaggeration is bound to be funny. If you stick with it, it'll become your trademark. Be direct to the point of stubbornness. That will become your weapon. And you have, after Kichigoro and Kintaro argue to death over who should take the 3 Ryo, it was decided that the Honorable Uka Echizen, Magistrate of South Edo, should rule on the matter. You have Kichigoro. I understand that when Kintaro came to deliver the purse of coins that you had lost, you flew into a rage and struck him. Is that correct? Excuse me. Yeah, that's right, Your Honor. But you gotta understand, I'm an Edoko. I don't ask for money back after I lose it. I told him you take it instead. And Kintaro, why did you not accept his offer of the 3 Ryo? You gotta be joking, sir. It's your job to teach society the virtue of returning lost articles to the people who own them. I ain't some greedy beggar trying to mooch 3 Ryo for myself. It's like, is that so? And you have the relationship of Rakugo master and pupil is a strange one. Taking a pupil under his wings does not earn the master a thing. If anything, between teaching etiquette and giving lessons on Rakugo, he does nothing but give. Despite this, he watches over us like a father over his children, in a relationship that goes far beyond material gain and loss. We can never thank him enough. Like, very well, I've heard your arguments, and now I, Echizen, will deliver my verdict. The 3 Ryo at the center of this dispute will go into my care. It's like, which is why, as the elder disciple, it's like, now I'll give both Kichigoro and Kintaro a reward. It's like, I will spare nothing in my generosity to you, the same way that Master did for me. And to be worthy of giving this gift, it's like, this is a reward for your generosity, which is a model for all of Edo. It is in my nature to give words power. I will add 1 Ryo to the 3 I've taken, making 4 Ryo in total. And now I will give 2 to each of you. It's like, as a Rakugoka and as a person, I will proceed ever forward to make you wish to catch up to me. And thus, in my judgment, is 3 men lose 1 Ryo each. I have 3 men lose 1 Ryo, and I assume that's supposed to be the large laughter. As you have, that's the epitome of a senior pupil. And you have the audience says, "Rah!" And you have, that was incredible. So this is what a senior pupil's Rakugo is like. You see later at Umi's like, really? So it was a big success? I'm so glad for you. It's like, that's right, and Kyoji's Rakugo was just amazing. He's like, oh, plus I used the customer service tricks you taught me in my Makura. Like, about that. I don't mind that you did it, but be aware that some Rakugoka don't like the opening act using a Makura before the story. They think it's putting on airs. She's like, yes, sir. It's like, when you talk about me, call me Kyoji Ani-san. It's like, Ani-san, like a brother? It's like, that's right. Becoming a pupil means having a parent-child relationship with your teacher. The master is the parent and the pupils are all his children. That makes us like siblings. Therefore, when Rakugoka are close to their senpai, they call them Ani-san or Ane-san out of respect. Understand, Akane? And she's like, oh, it's the first time he said my name. She's like, I do. Thank you for the lessons, Kyoji Ani-san. He's like, very good. It's like, oh, it's like she's growing up before our eyes. And Hiragi's like, how's school going, by the way? It's already May. Don't you have midterms or something? And Akane's like, uh-oh. It's like, what do you mean, uh-oh? It's like, it's just... You see Kyoji just berating her again. It's like, you fool! I told you the schoolwork should be your top priority. You won't be doing any Rakugo events with me until your midterms are over. Focus on your grades. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get to the end of the chapter. Alright. So... Yeah, I mean, I think out of all the ones I've read recently, I feel like this is the weakest chapter, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. But I just think it's the one that really didn't progress the story forward as much. Like, it gave you a little bit more development into Kyoji and kind of like what his specialty is. I think that's the part I liked about this chapter the most, is that you're now starting to see like a greater emphasis on like, yeah, you know, Rakugo have to entertain, you know, people no matter what their audience is or who their audience is. They have to be able to adapt, you know, to things like that, to their environment, to the audience, etc. But I like that there's also the emphasis, like, you know, that doesn't mean that, you know, you have to kind of change your style or adapt your style to do something that you might not necessarily be good at, that's kind of like outside of your purview. So I like that there's an emphasis on like, yeah, you know, you are eventually going to specialize in a certain kind of thing. Like, you are going to eventually create like your own brand of storytelling, you know, but there's the emphasis like, yeah, you know, while you will do that, you're going to have to like focus on making that brand of yours accessible to as many people as possible. So I like that we're seeing like, you know, each Rakugoka, like we're seeing like each one, like what's their specialties are, like why it works as a specialty with regards to the specific style, like the kind of stories and stuff that they tell. So I really appreciate that. I think it's laying the ground for Akane at least starting to think about like what she wants her specialty to be, and what she wants to, like, what kind of storytelling, or yeah, what kind of storytelling she wants to do. So they also like that the emphasis on, like, how Rakugo was kind of like a very familial thing, because of course, it is a relationship nurtured over a long period of time. So of course it is very familial. It is very close because there's a lot of give and take as you're kind of like raising each other up through all of this. And I appreciate that there's the sentiment of, like, yeah, you should appreciate all the work that your seniors and your senpais and your uh, senseis putting into, like teaching you the craft and like all the dedication they're putting into it. So I really like that. But yeah, hopefully we'll see. Now, hopefully we're gonna see her just kind of like cycling through all the different pupils as well, like learning, for learning from them what their styles are, what kind of storytelling stuff they do. It'll be interesting. Yeah, like I said, did I mention this at the start? Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to get through at least a couple of chapters of Kane today and try to catch up with the series this week. So hopefully by next week at the latest, I will hopefully be fully caught up and current with it. Thank you all for joining me for this video. As always, if you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Till next time, this is Ash. I will talk to you all later.